In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on November 15, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. San Diego State versus Stanford. The 2-0 San Diego State Aztecs travel to the Bay Area to take on the 1-1 Stanford Cardinal. Stanford is 3-0 against the Aztecs all time, though they haven't played each other since the 1997-1998 season. The one advantage that Stanford has in this matchup is that it is on their home court. This will be San Diego State's first away game, and sometimes funny things happen on the road. Both teams are quick and athletic. Stanford is deep and will be able to run with the efficient offense of the Aztecs. The difference will be, however, defense. There is nothing more frustrating in basketball than playing against a stellar defensive team. Bad teams usually focus on becoming great at defense because of this. Defense takes energy, athleticism, and foresight. San Diego State has that. Additionally, San Diego State couples nationally ranked defensive prowess with a fast-tempo athletic scoring machine, a rare combo. A case in point is San Diego State's perimeter defense season to date. The Aztecs have allowed a paltry 27.1% from behind the arc, while Stanford has shot for 23.7%. Nothing suggests anything will be different in this game. Turnovers will be another issue for Stanford in this game. In general, Stanford struggles in this department. Against the San Diego State defense, it'll be magnified. Though it is early in the season, San Diego State comes into this matchup already with the postseason in mind. This game, on the road against a PAC-12 opponent, is one of those statement games that become part of a team's repertoire when it comes to seeding for the NCAA tournament. San Diego State makes the statement in this game and wins handily. Both teams are 0-2 against the spread. Something's got to give. San Diego State looked during the first week of the season, even with their best shooter struggling. They should control this battle of Northern and Southern California on both sides of the ball and make things really difficult for Stanford. The affair at American Family was not ideal for the Cardinal, but it showed they are going to struggle with more experienced and physical teams this season, at least until they gel a bit more together. So the San Diego State to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. San Diego State's defensive ability is no secret. Of course, the books factor that in and have set this number low at 135. Stanford will be on their home court and will be able to fix some of their scoring issues that were prevalent on the road game in Wisconsin. However, last season, with this same team, Stanford averaged 66 points per page. This San Diego State defense is good enough to knock a couple points off of that. San Diego State has scored 82 against a good Brigham Young University squad, albeit on their home court. Since San Diego is on the road, they will push the tempo on the offensive side of the ball, but are primarily looking for the win. That will mean running half-court offense as well. This will keep the clock running and shorten the game. Sometimes the book cannot make the total low enough. This is one of those times. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Memphis versus St. Louis. The Memphis Tigers and St. Louis Billikens meet Tuesday in college basketball action at Chaifetz Arena. The Memphis Tigers look to improve to 2-0 on the year. The St. Louis Billikens look to build on their 2-0 start. The Tigers are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 13-3 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The Billikens are 25-12-2 against the spread in their last 39 home games. The over is 4-1 in Tigers' last 5 Tuesday games. The over is 4-0 in Billikens' last 4 overall. The home team is 6-2-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings. The Memphis Tigers will travel to Chaifetz Arena on Tuesday night to play a non-conference game against the St. Louis Billikens. This is a massive early season matchup for 2 teams that have their eyes on at-large NCAA tournament bids from non-power conferences. St. Louis has received a ton of preseason hype with Yuri Collins and Javon Perkins back, as well as the addition of Missouri transfer Javon Pickett. The Billikens come into this game with a 2-0 record after beating Murray State and Evansville, but it did not come without a scare as they trailed Evansville at halftime. This game will be their first real test of the season to see how good they really are, while Memphis was battle-tested in their only game of the season thus far. Memphis holds a 1-0 record after winning on the road against Vanderbilt on the opening night of the college basketball season. Vanderbilt seems like they will have another bad season after losing to Southern Miss, but Memphis still went on the road and secured a win against an Southeastern Conference opponent. The Tigers lost lottery pick Jalen Duren in the offseason, but they went and got Kendrick Davis from the transfer portal, who is one of the best point guards in the entire country. This game should be a close one throughout and come down to the wire, but I ultimately like Memphis to cover the 3 points here. Memphis is an old team with 11 normal seniors or fifth-year seniors on the roster, and age wins games at the college level. I give the Tigers the talent edge in this one, so the Memphis Tigers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. St. Louis is averaging 87 points per game through its first 2 contests and has gone over the total in 4 of its last 5 overall. The over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two as well. It's 5-0 in the Billikens' last 5 November matchups and 5-5 in the Tigers' last 7 games played on a Tuesday. Lock it in and root for points. Over TG projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas versus Duke. A pair of blue bloods in the world of college basketball clash in the Hoosier State when the ACC tangles with the Big 12 on the hardwood. The number 7 Duke Blue Devils take on the number 5 Kansas Jayhawks in the Champions Classic in Indianapolis Tuesday night. Duke comes in off an 84-38 demolition of USC upstate at home in their previous contest Friday night, covering the 29.5-point line in the process. Kansas cruised to an 82-59 victory at home over North Dakota State Thursday night in their previous contest, though they narrowly failed to cover the 24.5-point line in the game. In the all-time series between the programs, the Blue Devils own an 8-5 advantage, including a 68-66 win at Madison Square Garden on November 5, 2019 in the most recent meeting. The Blue Devils are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 Tuesday games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Jayhawks are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The over is 14-6 in Blue Devils' last 20 overall. The under is 6-1 in Jayhawks' last 7 Tuesday games. The underdog is 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings. Kansas perimeter-focused attack can score at will with Wilson, Dick, and others. The team on the other sideline is more unknown, with talented freshmen and a top 10 collegiate point guard running the show. It's not easy to overlook Duke, but in this scenario, I believe they're getting too much credit versus the defending champions. The Jayhawks are talented, and I trust them in this spot with their returning stars, Wilson and Harris, in charge. The Kansas Jayhawks are the proven side in terms of experience, and they've looked sharper offensively through the small 2-game sample size. The Duke Blue Devils haven't exactly shot the ball well through 2 games, and that's against subpar competition. Kansas is just packed with more years under players' belts, and that will be key in this early test in Indianapolis. I simply trust Kansas more, so the Kansas Jayhawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The under is 7-0 in Jayhawks games after an against-the-spread loss and undefeated in Duke games this season. Okay, it's a small sample size for the Blue Devils, but I digress. Duke is averaging only 67.2 team possessions per game under share, which is 310th out of 356 eligible teams. This is important when considering which side to pick on the total points scored in the game, as fewer possessions mean fewer opportunities for made baskets. When you also take into account the lack of trustworthy depth on this Blue Devils team, a low-scoring affair stands out as the most likely scenario. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.